Oh, hello, and welcome to my channel tonight. We'll be doing some Zentangling. Turn this camera just a teeny bit. Oops. Oh, there's my other phone just went off. Yeah, so we're going to be doing a little bit of Zentangling, and I'm going to use ink tonight. I was going to use pencil, but I just changed my mind and decided to use ink because it shows up better, and I'm trying to be more brave and with my designs and things. Because I really want to stop worrying so much about mistakes and just to enjoy the flow of the Zen. So here's our Zen Tangle design I started um, earlier this year. I'm still working on soothing my anxiety more naturally with breathing techniques and things like that. And the Zen Tangle, I think, really helps with that. So tonight I'm just focusing with my ink rather than worrying about mistakes and pencils and if things are perfect. So this is going to be about the overall look of our, not even how it looks really. It doesn't even matter. It's just matters about how you feel about yourself and doing your own thing and your own designs to help you unwind from the stress and pressures of daily living and beyond. Yeah, I think I'm going to swing around this way. That looks fun. There we go. And we're just going to add some things here and there just for fun and hopefully relieve some stress. And I always like to draw an eye. Let's see. I hope am I streaming? Yeah, I think I'm live here. But I know I missed a couple of weeks, so I apologize for that. With the Thanksgiving and traveling and all of that, I just missed. Um, I forgot what day it was actually, and I'm still working on that too, improving myself. And so next year's resolution, like the last year's resolution, yeah, I can't talk tonight, was to be more. Um, I think of the word here. Let me zen out for a minute. Just gonna relax and draw some nice, cool things. Uh, yeah, and it all comes up from the bottom. So we're just gonna swing all, make little vines here and there. It's kind of like doodly doodly doo. And here's one of our doodles coming around. Oh, hello, Lumi. Hello, how are you? So good to see you. How have you been? And thank you for that. Marguerite. Oh, who is this? Margaret. I'm gonna say 8746. Hola, Margarita. Hola. And Lumi, thank you for saying that, Lumi. I'm trying to de-stress and use Zentangle, and I'm using ink tonight because I'm trying to focus more on releasing anxiety rather than the overall worrying about, oh, how is my art gonna look? Or am I gonna create something awesome? I want to just focus on releasing the tensions from everyday life that we all face, um, either every day, every moment, or from time to time, depending on how things are in your life. And in my life, sometimes I can get quite exacerbated with things. And so Zen tangling really helps me to unwind and, I'm find my Zen, basically. So that's what we're doing tonight, not worrying about mistakes. We're just using our pen to do some nice artwork. in the meantime, and at the same time, reduce stress. And I just realized I'm doing her eyelashes backwards, but that's okay. So great. Oh, Lumi, you're doing great. Well, good to hear. Oh, thank you, Lumi. Yeah, I'm trying to create, be more, what do you call it? Add more variety to my art. Um, Big changes will be coming this next year in my life, and I want my art to reflect those changes because they're all really great changes that will be happening. And I'm looking forward to another chapter of my life. And hopefully, this will be, every year can be a better year than the year before. And I'm looking forward to it being the best year I've ever had of my life. That's how I'm going to say, being very positive because we're almost to the end of this year. And we need to look forward to our next year. Oh, Lumi, thank you so much. Your art is really amazing. Oh, that is so sweet of you to say. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Those your kind of comments gives me reason to keep on streaming. Sometimes I just feel like I don't know why I'm even streaming, but then I have people like you and who make these nice comments that keep me inspired and keep me going on. So I really appreciate that. And I think I will use a little pencil here because I want to shade in her eyeball. Whoops. Let's get some pencil out. And I don't want it to be too dark. If I draw on a napkin, it's really weird because I can control the the pressure of the ink on the napkin and shade with that, but on paper it's a little more difficult for some reason for me. So I like to just use some pencil for shading here and there. I kind of wish I would have got all my stuff out, but I'm still in Pennsylvania, speaking of pencils, and not quite back in Florida yet, which I am looking forward to because it'll be nice and sunny. It'll be nice and sunny and warm there, and it's been snowing here. It snowed this morning for about an hour, which was really crazy. It was really awesome. I haven't seen snow for a long while. Oh, where did I put my stuff? I just wanted one thing, my blending pencil, and I don't have any idea where I put that. You know what? I have a Q-tip here. I'm going to use a Q-tip. We're going to have a Q-tip blending pencil night. So here we go. We'll see how this works. You don't have to have fancy tools to be an artist. You can just, oh yeah, that works good. You can just do your thing. That gives it some shading. I like that. Perfect. You never know what you can do. Necessity is the mother of invention, right? Let's put that aside. So that's how a lot of things get invented. You need stuff like indoor plumbing, lighting. People invented all those things, which I am grateful for indoor plumbing. I've heard stories about people who didn't have it in their life, who were older, like my grandparents, actually, and how they had to dump the bucket. So I'm very grateful that people invented, were inventors and innovative. So, oh, I'm inspiring you to draw, Lumi. That's so great. And you want snow? I'll send some right over. I'll be happy to share. I was so excited. Like it started melting really quick though, but so I just went outside and I made some ice balls and threw them at a tree. And that was fun with my bare hands, which were freezing afterwards, but it was pretty fun. but it's supposed to snow in Pennsylvania in a couple of days, and so I'll be starting back home, tomorrow, actually, my journey back home. Um, I just don't have the wardrobe for snow. So good, I hope I can inspire you to draw, and it's such a great way to release tension and express yourself. So I strongly encourage, and like right now, like I said, I'm trying to make it so it's not about the art, it's more about the process. So I don't have to worry about how it looks or if it's going to turn out all right or if I make mistakes or anything like that. I can just go ahead and just draw. And I love drawing eyes too. So eyes are my thing. I love eyes. For some reason, it's always been like such an interesting thing for me. And eyes are the windows to the soul. And this is how I draw an eye. It's kind of like a little tube. And then I draw like a circle inside of that tube, and another circle. That's the pupil. And usually you should leave a little bit of white space for reflection, but sometimes I don't always get that far. You can add that later with a white pen, a gel pen or something. And then just kind of add some eyelids, a little bit of inside to the eyes. Some eyelashes, and some eyeliner. I'm drawing backwards. I have the camera in my face actually, so I have to look past the camera to see what I am drawing. Yumi, you're gonna draw right now. Awesome. Well, good for you. I'm excited. I'm glad I can help inspire you to do that. You'll have to let me know what you're gonna draw. For some reason, I was thinking a cat, maybe because your name is Emoji Cat. You must like cats. I'm gonna guess you like cats. This is a very round eye. Kind of shave some of that off. And the eyelashes are like flower petals. So I need to be brave and do that on the other side as well. And not worry too much about things being perfect and just go with the flow. All about the flow. Oh, look how fun that turned out. All right. So it looks like I have like 3 likes. Thank you, whoever liked if you liked my page and my live stream tonight. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. And I think because I've missed a few nights, a couple, well, I've missed 2 times streaming. I always stream like Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I missed the last couple ones because of Thanksgiving and traveling and whatnot. So I was out of my usual routine. And people who know me know I love color and I really can't do much without it. I always have to throw some color in to everything I do. So I would like to put a little green in my eyes for some color. And I'll just do both eyes with green. That'll be our theme tonight. And I happen to have with me a paintbrush and some watercolor pencils. So I'm going to take, this was a watercolor pencil I just used here. And I'm going to take a wet paintbrush and see if I can't bring that green out. But then again, I forget it also smears around black. So just taking water on your paintbrush and with the ink, you can see how it's shading like that. I noticed this by accident one time, and then I thought, well, that's kind of cool. You can use the ink to shade. You don't even need anything, just a wet paintbrush. And here I'm putting water down. Now, this ink has been sitting here for a while. It's not fresh. This ink is very fresh, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this right now. And we're going to just shade in this eye a little bit and darken up some of these lines. But isn't that cool? It's just plain ink, and then you add the water, and you have yourself some shading. Whoops. Ugh. So I'm going to pull this around. Need a little bit more water for that. Over some darker eye color. Looks more mysterious. All right. I'm just really liking how this ink is just shading just so nicely. And I can't remember if I'm using paper made for wet and dry or just dry. So I do that sometimes. More water here and just give her the idea of that she has a nose, the indication of a cheek and a nose and maybe a little forehead. Gotta have something here. Love it. This is really nice. I'm just following my own intuition of how I want things to look. I'm already feeling better about my art and freestyling like this or Zentangling. It's just so helpful for to release that I don't know, preconceived notion that things have to be a certain way because they really don't. Okay, let's do a little more Zentangling here with some ink. Oops, get back to it. So here we go. So we used our just our plain water, just plain water and a brush and ink and to get that shading in. And actually, I was going to do a little bit more, but since I'm here, let's add some more water to this already inked eye over here. Just darken that up a little bit like so. Maybe the pupil. And then I kind of wanted to shade right around the eye area just a little bit more. And it's so easy with the paintbrush. And this is it's not a round brush. A round brush would work better, but I just grabbed the first one I had. And it's kind of a round liner brush, I guess. I don't even know what this one is called. It's got a little bit of a point on it. But it works so great for shading. And now I got to decide what else I want to put in here. And I have an idea. I think we need some larger loopies. So we're going to throw in some larger loopies. There we go, just like that. And a little bit of shading areas. We'll shade these in. I'm probably going to take my paintbrush just with plain water to these areas just to darken them up a little bit. Well, I love the freedom that Zentangle can give you. So just relaxing, unwinding. And it's good to be back too after missing two live streams of my own live streams due to Thanksgiving and traveling. It's really cool too to be in a different environment. It helps to give a new light on a new perspective, I guess, on how you do things sometimes. There we go. Just kind of go along and enjoy what you're doing. Remember to breathe and just release that tension that you get throughout the day. And just feel the just feel it. Feel your art. Feel the flow. That's what I call it. And we're gonna add a few circles. I call these filler circles. They kind of fill up space. And you just want to kind of take and just follow your own pattern around. And you can make any pattern. I'm going to make a fan right now. I'm going to turn this upside down and we're going to do kind of a fan. Let's see if we can do this. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Just kind of circle, circle, circle. This. Now we're going to pick a point here. Let's say this point, and we're going to bring all these lines down to that point, all of the curves. And this is going to be our ribbon, just like that. Following the point as much as you can, anyway. We'll just fill in those dark areas for some depth. Pretty cool how, you just can put some shading somewhere and it changes how a whole thing looks. Whoops, I just knocked over my camera. Welcome to my world. Whoops, and also my light is dimming. What is happening here? Oh, okay. Like it rotated my camera when I knocked it over, so I'm gonna have to readjust it. All good, all good. Now let's fill in this area as well. I'm just gonna add to this ribbon kind of in this direction, just for a bit of fun. Bring that line down there. Yeah, we'll fill in this little area with some shading. And just because I can, I'm going to use my paintbrush and some water and just the ink on the paper. I hope you can see that okay. I don't have an adjustment thing on my phone on YouTube for adjusting anything at all on my camera, really. It's just my phone camera. And I missed Black Friday and Cyber Monday to get a new computer. Because I've really had a vacation, so it's been awesome. Very refreshing to get away and out of the old routine. There we go. There's water and ink. It's amazing what this can do for you. Just really helpful. A very fun mistake I came across one time. And then this, I want to have a little darker in the bottom. So I'm just using water, and the ink naturally spreads itself, makes its own shading, which is really awesome. So I'm just fascinated with that tonight, obviously. So that's my thing here. I'm going to shade that up. Feeling the groove, feeling the groove. Steve, are you there tonight? Are you on? I need a hello. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I think we've all been having our holiday blues or happy times, whatever it is you have at the holidays. And either way, it's always good to unwind with some Zentangle. All right. How fun is that? So now I'm going to turn this back around. And now our ribbons are going to be on the bottom. Let's try not to knock the camera over this time, though. There we go. I'm going to throw in a few more flowers, maybe some leaves. This pen really has a lot of ink in it. A little bit more than what I like right now. So I have to be really careful because it's just coming out really fast and easy. But I'm only being careful for myself. Like I said, we're not worrying about mistakes. We're not worrying about anything. We're just drawing because we want to draw. And that's all there is to it. That was fun. I think we'll add a few more, like, let's add another fan up here at the top. I really like that idea. I don't know why I started with a line, but I'm just going to go with it. Guess I like lines. And here's my point. So sticking to the point in the center point and bringing all our lines in that direction. It's giving us what we want in our ribbon. And then we're going to go this way and do the same thing again. Let's put all the lines down to this direction. go. How fun is that? And maybe a little bit of water to shade that in. I really do need a different brush. It's good for details though, so I'm gonna go with the positive on that. How fun is that? Look at all that fun shading you get just from a little bit of water. And you can even add some stuff too, like, you can do your own thing. You can add little flowers or happy faces in your designs, whatever it is you like to do. I'm just gonna add a little more shading here and there. I'm grabbing some ink up onto my brush and then bringing it in with my brush to different areas for more of a, whoops, I'm running out of water on that. Just for more of a 3D look. There we go. Oh, Elisa Beluzzi, hello. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. That's so cool of you. And how are you doing tonight? Are you a Zentangler? I swear I have more fun. I'm having more fun right now just putting water on the ink and watching what it does. It's so entertaining. And I want these a little bit. Now, these are old flowers. I'm going to put some fresh ink on these flowers. And you can just see the water just really has such an effect with the ink. It's so great for shading. I'm just giving it a little extra nudges here because this will be fresh, wet ink, which will give us more shading power for our flowers and our Zentangle design. So this will spread really nicely now. And give it that depth that I'm looking for in this particular art piece. No, I just love it. Just love it. Fresh ink, fresh water, fresh ideas. And then in the end, you have a whole design you created that you don't even know what it was going to be in the beginning, but it turns out to be something pretty cool in the end. I think that's what I love the most about Zentangle is the versatility, the surprises, the good surprises. Yeah, this is really awesome. Yeah, I guess there's no fresh ink down there. I forgot where I put all the fresh ink. Somewhere around here. Oh, I think I'm getting close to finishing up. I think I'll just add a couple more flowers and we'll do some more shading. Just a little bit. And then I think I'm going to call it a night. So good to be back. get back into my groove. Right now, I'm just spreading fresh ink because I drew these flowers a while back. So the ink has dried, and I need fresh ink to spread around with the wet paintbrush and the water to get that shadowy shading look I want. And then tomorrow I get to drive back to Florida. I'm so excited. I miss my Florida home. I don't like driving so much, hence the Zentangle to help unwind. And just grab some water on a paintbrush, just plain old water. And that's going to bring our fresh ink out and easily and quickly add shading to all of this awesome design here. So much faster. Let's see, did I put some in there? I don't know if I put any fresh ink inside of this one. Let me add that real quick, just in case I forgot. There, that's better. Look at that, nice and dark. Okay. Oh, Lumi, you're back. Steve. Steve, hi. You're here. Oh, thank you for saying hello. It's so good to hear you back again. What a pleasure it is to be able to be back and hanging out again online. Okay, I'm getting a different brush because the other one, it's got this fine tip on it, and I need one that's not quite, I don't know if you can see that. The camera's probably not focusing. It's a little flatter, not quite as pointy. So I have a little bit more water on it and a little more control than the other one, which is great for details. So I'm just getting in here with some water. I can see where I put my ink right now, all the fresh ink. Just going to pull that in for shading. So I love how fast and quick that is. Fast and quick is the same thing. Really, Rachel. There we go. Going around. Get your Zentangle on. Remember to breathe while you do your art and just feel the flow. Well, that's interesting. Okay. It's almost like having paint or a shading brush. But if you don't have one, you can just use your paintbrush and some ink. It's just so cool watching it move around the paper. Get a little more water. And just let that spread its own joy around. Well, how have you been, Steve? So good to hear you. It's good to be back. Now, earlier I was drawing circles with dots in them and then I forgot about them. So I'm going to go back to those, do a few more circles with dots in the center. Like I said, I call these fillers. And later you can make them into whatever you want them to be. And right now, they're just going to be little fillers. And I put a little green in earlier, but I'm finding that with the ink, when I use my watercolor pencils, it just kind of zaps out the color and all you see is ink anyway. So I'm not using too much color tonight. Actually, I could throw in just for fun. I think I might be able to get a green line in here somewhere without getting too much ink. This is a watercolor pencil. Um, which is so fun because you can just put it exactly where you want it, and then you just add water, and the color just pops out beautifully. So we're going to add some of that throughout this little drawing. Oh, thank you for those hearts. Athena's Athena's Fav. Hello. Funny story. Changed your name again. Oh my gosh, one sock fishy. No way. It's so exciting. You're back. I missed you. How have you been? Always getting kicked off of your channels? You got to stop that. We miss you too much. It hasn't been the same without you, and that's the honest truth. How's your school going? Is it still good? And I really am thankful for those hearts. And Steven, you are never a bother to me. That's silly. I can't even imagine why you would say that. Stop it. And I'm not on hiatus, obviously, and I'm back because I missed you guys so much. And it's good to be back. I really didn't know in the beginning when I started live streaming that I would like it as much as I do. And I'm really, really enjoying spending time with you and also just using my talent once a week to help me be motivated. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard to get motivated with yourself, but if you know someone else is there and wants to see your art and wants to see you, then you gives you good motivation to keep going. I'm just going to spread this green around because I like it. And it's watercolor and I want it to look watercolory. So check out some greenery here a little bit. Let's pull that right on out. Love the greens. I'm a color person. I think those of you who know me know that. Athena's, that's a cool name, One Sock Fishy. You kicked off for good amount of subscribers. YouTube sees me. Oh, you're too young? Oh no, that's not. I've seen young subscribers though go viral. You shouldn't be getting kicked off. That's silly. And I always want to see you too. And thank you, One Sock Fishy. You did tell me your real name once, but I think it's safer to not use real names. And and you're so adorable, and I treasure your YouTube friendship here. So I'm just going to keep you anonymous. So I'll try to call you Athena's. And I wasn't on for a couple. Let's see, I pulled out pink. I like pink. I guess I'm going to make my fan pink. And then this is kind of really cool. I just love having, with art, you can do whatever you want. You can have it black and white, you can have color splashes, you can have total color. There's just so much variety. And then I just take my one paintbrush and then just add some water to these um, watercolor pencil I just put in and try to just keep it on that because if I hit the ink, then it'll just turn gray. And that's, yeah, see, I gotta wash my brush off already. It's really hard to keep it just there and not get that gray from the ink. That's how I learned that you can shade with just ink. Happy mistakes, as Bob Ross always said. What a great painter he was. And a great inspiration for everyone to paint because, he was just so mellow about it and it inspired me quite a bit. So thank you for those hearts. Oh my gosh, I've missed those hearts so much. Tomorrow's your birthday? Oh, well, happy birthday, One Sock. Happy birthday, Athenas. I'm gonna have to say Athenas because that's what it says on here, but happy birthday. And you'll be legally a teenager. Let me think. That means 13, because 12 isn't teens. So good for you. And stop getting kicked off. Stay here. I also got some new acrylic paint pens. And probably use those on my next stream. I'm throwing a little bit more green on our vines throughout the painting because since I started it, I just would like to bring it throughout all the painting, all my flower vines. And then I think we'll call it a night after that. And then I will be streaming. Well, I'll be traveling, but I'm going to try to stream from my hotel on my way home on Thursday because I'll probably still be driving. It takes about 3 days for me to drive from Pennsylvania to Florida. Well, actually, from Florida to Pennsylvania. I haven't driven from Pennsylvania to Florida. I've driven from Florida to Pennsylvania. Mm, yeah, just a little bit of pink, a little pop of color here, a little pop of color there. And we'll add our water. And let's see, you had a snow day today, Athena? Oh, okay. And you built the base of a snowman and stopped so your baby sister could help with her head. Oh, that's so cool of you. Well, that's nice. You must have got quite a bit of snow if you could make a whole snowman. Now, in Pennsylvania, here where I am, we had some snow this morning for about an hour or so, and then it melted because it rained. It was kind of more of a gloominess, but that's okay. And we're going to pretend this is a vine coming around here, even though it's not. And I think this is part of the stem too, so throw a little color in there. A whole lot of color, just a little bit here and there, just to brighten it up. Whoops. See, oh, I hit the ink again. Well, that's going to happen with this. Um, but that's okay. I'll just call it more shading. And I do like the shading. Okay. So there we go. There you have it. There is our Zentangle tonight. And I think I just want to do just a couple leaves. And got away from my paper's bouncing up and down because it's wet. So it looks a little bit funny, but that's all right. So, and I'm wondering, Lumi, did you draw anything? I'm really excited to know what you drew because I hope you are having fun with it. And just draw some little circles just coming out. Just little splashes here and there, little things happening. And then a little bit more shading from the ink there. I just like that so much. It's just so fun. And I'm going to make the leaves a little darker too. Yeah, maybe fill in a couple bubbles. A little bit of shading around the flowers while we're at it. Really bring those out a little more. Yeah, that's looking good. Oh, thank you so much for those hearts. And what fun building a snowman. That's like the funnest thing. Makes me think of the Elsa song from, oh, what's the name of that movie? Do you want to build a snowman? And I won't sing it. I'll spare you. And who doesn't love building a snowman? All right, so that's our art for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. So good to see you again, One Sock Fishy. I've missed you so much. Boat God has really missed you as well. And I'm just going to hold this up a little bit so you can see it better. A little bit closer here. So once again, thank you so much for joining me. Um, Rachel Hogan's Art. I'm Rachel Hogan, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Hopefully, I will remember to stream. Like I said, I'll be traveling, but I'm making a goal because I am so excited to be back again. Steve, so good to hear from you. And I'll look forward to hearing from you again on Thursday on my trip back. So I know I'm not alone. Thank you for that. Good night. And Athena, you have a band concert on the 4th. Oh, and you're doing so good that you got in the band in the grade above. Oh, congratulations. Oh my gosh, congratulations on that. That is just amazing. Oh, good for you. Good job. Keep up that good work. We'll have to see you professionally sometime in concert. That'll be awesome. All right. So have a great night and we'll see you Thursday. Love you guys. Thanks so much for joining me and you enjoy your evening.